What's up, everybody? Tony here from Kapowcast, bringing you the Marvel Legends Vulture from the Demogoblin Build-A-Figure wave. This is the figure that I was the most excited for in this line. Obviously, being one of Spider-Man's main, I guess I would say A-roster villains, the Vulture was definitely one that I wanted to get for the Rogues Gallery of my setup. So even if I didn't want to build Demogoblin, the Vulture was definitely getting picked up. So I'm really excited to see what this figure is out of the package. So looking at this right off the bat, this is what you see when you walk up to the lovely pegs in the store, is that Marvel Legends window case featuring the Vulture, and you see him with his wings in the background. You got the accessories there, very nicely displayed. Obviously you got the Vulture artwork on the side there. You've got a nice product image on the back featuring the Vulture, and then you got the Demogoblin with the other figures in the way. We've already checked out the two Spider-Man and the Superior Octopus, so if you want to check those out, we'll link them periodically up here in the corner of the videos. And then on the other side we have the same Vulture artwork. On the top we got the Spider-Man emblem there. The bottom has a lot of mumbo jumbo legal stuff that just is just blah 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 words to me, so I don't understand all of it. So let's get on with it and get this boy out of the package. Alright, accessory wise, the Vulture comes with a alternate head, which this will probably be the one that I display him with, because I like the helmet version of the Vulture better. There is, if we can kind of get in there and see it, maybe possibly, it is sculpted with a pattern on there, which you can kind of see there. It's pretty basic. I do like the fact that there is a pattern, you can feel it. The face is kind of iffy. The paint around his eyes kind of make it look like he has two fresh shiners that haven't fully developed yet. But on the other hand, I don't know. Maybe it's makeup. And then he comes with this lovely focus Demogoblin head. Look at that thing. I have heard a lot of people have had issues with this Demogoblin head. I have issues with my camera. With white, kind of white dabs in the eyes. Oh my goodness. With just kind of white dabs in the eyes. There we go. Sorry about the camera. But this looks cool. I really like this head sculpt a lot. I think it looks gruesome. It's pretty fantastic. I don't have many complaints on mine. I don't see anything severely wrong per se with this head sculpt. I think it looks good. It looks creepy. It's a home run for me. It looks so good. It does kind of have, it's not very visible on camera, but it does kind of have a black wash on whatever this is, like a blue or turquoise or whatever. The hood, the red looks fantastic. I might have wanted maybe a little bit more of a black wash on the red. Oh my goodness. On the red of the hood. But all in all, I don't have any complaints. I think that looks great. And then we have the wings. I'm only going to pull out one set here because it's pretty much identical. But it comes in two parts. So one attaches to the upper arm, and then obviously, let's get the right one. One attaches to the upper arm. Or is it this one? I think it's like this. I think that's like how it's supposed to be. So one attaches to the upper arm, and then the other one attaches to the lower arm, the forearm. I like how it has the two-tone fade out from the dark green into the light green. The only bummer, oh, I guess it kind of does it on the back too. I think maybe it's this one. Yeah, it doesn't really do it. I will have to hold my opinions for when I actually get them on the figure and check them out. But the craftsman work on the wings look great. I think they look fantastic, and they're going to look pretty sweet in the poses. So let's stop wasting time. Let's check out the figure. And there we have it, the Vulture out of package. And man, I have to say, I love this figure. This figure is exactly what I wanted out of a Vulture figure. As you notice, I do have the unhelmeted head on, because I wanted to show you guys right out of the package what it looks like. I don't hate that head sculpt, actually. I actually really like that head sculpt. I like the liver spots on the side of the head. It's pretty fantastic. The wings, the way they pour in, are pretty solid. I do like that. It took me a little bit to kind of figure out, and as you can see, the bigger part kind of overlaps the smaller portion of the wing, which is cool because then you get this kind of like good flow of motion with like when you bend the arm, and you don't get it like a weird gappage when you do different poses with them. But all in all, I do really like this figure so far. Let's get a little bit of a closer look and check out the articulation and all that stuff. All right, so taking a closer look here at Vulture, we do have, like I said, the head that comes straight out of package. As you can see, the paint apps are not too shabby. He does have that same kind of like look of the two fresh black eyes. I do like the liver spots there at the top of his head. That is pretty fantastic. There is this kind of two-tone paint. It is more of like a fade. I don't know if it's translating through video as well as I would like it to, but there is a two-tone paint job going on here. You got the butterfly joints in this guy. There isn't really the two-toned on the back, which is a slight bummer. Some people, get mad about it. Some people don't get mad about it, but hey, teach their own. You do have some of the two-tone on the legs as well. Everything is high gloss on this. It's not, or more of a semi-gloss, not high gloss. It's not flat or matte, or however you want to say it. The hands don't look too shabby. You got the kind of old man Vulture grasping deals. There was one thing I noticed when I pulled this guy off the stand to start taking a closer look, and it's kind of a major bummer, seeing as how this was the one figure in the wave I was excited for, but my hinge there on the right leg, it's kind of, if we can get a better look, it's kind of mangled up there as if they had some issues popping that hinge joint in, which that sucks. That's a pretty big bummer. I might be able to fix it with some heat and a little bit more dangerous aspects that a lot of people might not want to do. So that's a bummer. Maybe I'll see if I can't get a return on it, or if I can pick up another one. I don't know. We'll see what I do. I have no idea what I'm going to do currently right now. But for articulation wise, let's take a look. See here, the head is obviously on a swivel, which can go all the way around. It can go down that much. It can go up that much. Like I said, you got the butterfly joints here, which they're tight. They're tight. They're there. I'm not going to force this. You got the shoulder, which will go all the way around. Not really any hindrance here from the collar, which is also, that's free floating. If you pop off the head, I'm pretty sure you'd be able to get that feather boa collar of his off too as well. You got the bicep cut there. You got double jointed elbows, which kind of get a little bit of hindrance. There we go. Nope, it was just a little sticky. Double jointed elbows. You got the ab crunch there. You got the waist swivel here. You got legs that go up about that far. Yeah, that's pretty far. Hold on. That's pretty far up. He's pretty limber for an old man. You got the thigh cut here. You got the double jointed knees. Right there. Which that kind of looks a little bit mangled up in there too. Bummer. You got the hinge on the foot. Back there. And then you got the does he have the rocker? I think he does. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Rocker. Broke his leg. I don't know if I did the hands, but you got the swivel on the hands, and then you got a hinge on the hands, which doesn't really, it hinges more backward than it does forward, because obviously you got the hindrance there from the thumb. And that will do it with the articulation. Oh, before I forget, on the back of the arms, that's where the feathers, the wings, the wings poured in. I would say to do the upper bicep before the lower bicep, and then they just pop right in there like so. And then you take the lower one and pop it in there like so. And that's it. That's how they attach. They're pretty sturdy in there. There's not a little weeble wobbling. So yeah, that's pretty much that's it. Let's do some comparisons. Here we have the Vulture next to his other wave mates. We have the Superior Octopus, the Mark III Armored Spider-Man, and the Velocity Spider-Man suit. So far, pretty solid wave, even with all the down marks that the others have had. And here we got the Vulture next to some other Spider-Man big baddies, the Hobgoblin and the Green Goblin. So I think that'll about do it for this review of the Vulture Marvel Legend. All in all, I do really love this figure. Kind of a bummer about the ankle joint being all gnarled up over there, but hey, I mean, you can't have a perfect wave all the way through it without just a couple of little bad flips. This is gonna look great with the other Spider-Man villains like the Rhino and all the other great rogues. I can't wait to get them set up in there. If you do want to pick up this figure for yourself, we're going to have links down in the description below over to Entertainment Earth, where you can grab this and the whole wave if you absolutely want to. That's all up to you. If you want to build Demogoblin or if you don't want to build Demogoblin. I don't know why you wouldn't, but that's just me. And if you want to help us out and support us, you can head over to our Patreon at patreon.com/Kapowcast and become a monthly Patreon over there and help us pay all the toy review bills. And if you enjoyed this review, make sure to hit that like button, that subscribe, and the bell for notifications so you are notified every time we post a review or any other video on this channel. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.